Hello, my lovely. Welcome to Rosy Tasty Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this rice. I think it's coconut rice. I use coconut in making this coconut jollof rice. Okay, coconut jollof rice I will call it. Yeah, because I use some pepper sauce on it, and I'm using fish. Okay, so these are the ingredients I'm going to be using: fish, a coconut jollof rice, and prawns. I'm adding prawns on this one. Trust me, I like coconut food, coconut rice, coconut sauce. I tell you, you want to try it. So I'm doing it. Then I'm using coconut to fry it. Okay. So these are the ingredients I'm using. I'm going to be using this fish today. Then I'm using red bell pepper, red paprika, and garlic, ginger, see, red onions. You can see, those are the ingredients I'm using. Okay, and I'm using some bay leaf, a grated black pepper, and all of that. Knorr cube, as I tell you guys, I love my Knorr cube. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification button to show your support. Thank you so much for stopping by. All the ingredients together, and then I'm going to fry. See, I have prepared all my peeled all my coconuts. I'm going to cut it small, then I will blend it. Okay, I'll blend it. Yes. So you get all of this ready. Cut the coconuts small. And then after cutting the coconut, you will now blend it. Okay, blend the coconuts. And when you cut them small like this, it doesn't take long for you to blend, and it's not spoiling your blender. Remember before, I would just put big coconut on the blender. It does spoil blender because it's quite hard. Okay, use a good blender. After cutting them, put them in there. Put some water on. Put enough water because we are still going to use water to wash it. So you can put enough water to blend it with. You can see how I'm blending it. Yeah, I'll blend it. So that is it. Finish blending it, and I'm gonna take it all, blend again. Then remember, sometimes it's best to use warm water to rinse it, to wash out the milk. Warm water is best than cold water, so I recommend warm water when you are washing off the milk. Use warm water, but don't forget that you don't want to use too much water. You just want to use water as much as you need, as much water as you need to use in cooking the food. You don't want to wash too many water because it will ruin the coconut. You want the coconut milk to be as consistent as possible. So after that, you just filter your milk, your coconut milk. That's what you're gonna use in cooking your rice. And when you are doing this, you already wash your rice and wash a bit of starch out of the rice by washing the rice, boiling it in water. And when it's maybe the first boil, you just remove it, or before it boils, you remove it in the hot water, you wash it, okay, and you keep it. So after now frying the sauce to use for the rice, you will now use the milk. Okay, so now I'm cutting the onions. Cutting the onions, and after cutting it, I'm gonna use it to fry. As you can see, I've already made my prawns ready. The prawns I'm using to make this coconut jollof rice. I tell you, must try this. Try and let me know what you think. Try it. just because of you want to make different type of jollof rice. You don't want to make one particular type all the time. So you try this one and let me know what you think. Put your comment down. I'm going to try as much as possible to answer people's comments. Okay, always season your food to taste. As I always tell you, season it to taste. If there is any ingredient I'm using that you think you don't like, or you don't like the smell, you can do without using them. Okay, so don't use any ingredient you think you don't like. Okay, so we fried the onions and I'm adding the prawns on it. I'm frying it as well, and I'm going to stir it for a short time. And I'm going to add my Maggi cube. I like my Maggi cube, no cube, I mean. And I'll stir it again after adding the nut cube. You add your salt to taste, so you cover it for a short time and allow it to boil. And I'm using the pepper to fry, and I put my fish on it. So after this, I'm going to use that stew to mix with my other thing with my sauce that I fried to cook the rice. Okay, so I fried the stew on this other pot, then I use it to put the fish. I just want the fish to have a bit of seasoning. So then I'm going to remove the fish to put them in the oven to dry slowly. So by the time the food is ready, the fish too is ready, and you're going to be eating it together, okay, without having to warm it again. So that is it. You can see I've put the fish, I've turned the fish. I'm going to remove the fish as well. Then I will put I will now put the rice. You can see turning the rice. I'm turning the milk in. I'm putting the milk. You have to be careful when you are turning the milk so you don't put the end part because of the brown skin of the coconut. So when you finish cutting it with the brown skin, you're definitely gonna get that brownness settle in the bowl of the coconut milk. So you stir it and you put your rice in. Okay, put your rice in the coconut milk, already boiled long grain rice. Okay, I prefer long grain rice because if you use this basmati, I don't know how it's going to look or taste. To be honest, I don't like basmati. I might be big, but I don't like basmati. So use any rice that you think is good for you, use it. But we always recommend for you to use long grain rice for jollof rice or coconut rice because you don't want your food to be too soft. Okay, yes. So this is how I make my coconut jollof rice. Yes, it's coconut jollof rice because it has coconut taste on it. So after adding that, add a bit of more ingredient, allow it to boil for a while. Then you can see it's looking really nice already. So you just stir it to see that the rice is soft enough. If it's not, if you need to add another water, all you need to do is to just put a bit more water on the coconut shelf, then to squeeze the water out to use. You don't use ordinary water. Don't forget that this bay leaf, I'm going to remove it before I save it. Okay, I'm not serving anybody the bay leaf inside the food. So after doing that, I'm making another vegetable. There are some people in the house that like their vegetable, so I'm making a stir-fried vegetable with a bit of onions to add for them to eat with the rice. Okay, so that's why you're seeing vegetable somewhere on this. So that is it. That is my coconut jollof rice. Please try this recipe. Put your comment down on the comment section, and please put down your suggestion as well. I'll be very happy to read your comments and